What's going on, Dream Team? Thank you so much for checking out this week's leader video. And if you're watching on Sunday, happy Super Bowl Sunday. If you're watching on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, you already know who won the Super Bowl. You probably know what the best meme is. And from someone in the past, I can't wait for you to talk to me about one of the favorite commercials or moments or plays that you saw in the Super Bowl. I love Super Bowl weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I know probably 90% of you don't know who Bad Bunny is, and that's okay. I don't have any other comments on it than that. I cannot wait for Switch this weekend and want to just kind of rally what our Leader Tech celebrated, seeing all the momentum that happened from Switch Bowl this past week. And it's rolling right into Baptism Weekend, which is a huge weekend for our church, but it's a huge weekend for our students. Whether they are taking the step of baptism or they're beginning to ask the question, what would that step look like for me? Something that I want to encourage us all to know is that we get to steward these kind of next step or these thought processes of, okay, what is more for me in my faith? And that would even be a question that I would ask and encourage you to ask your students is, where do you feel like God is moving you towards next? Is it to pray? Is it to be disciplined in your fasting? Is it to go back and choose a word for the year? Is it to forgive somebody who you need to forgive? And I would even say you sharing that with your team leader, praying over that together, and then even just asking your Switch group or the students who you interact with in the lobby, those types of questions create a culture that says, hey, we're not just here to simply experience something, but we're actually moving towards something intentionally. We're jumping back into the series Book of Books this week with a superb message that I cannot wait for our students to hear. And it aligns with this value of we're really believing and seeing the fruit of when we take time to pursue God and put Him first in our life, we see the fruitfulness and the faithfulness of just that. And so baptism is one step. You can take your students out into the lobby, but that's one of many steps, because while we celebrate that, we celebrate students who have committed to stop cussing or stop looking at pornography. We celebrate you as you are working on sharing your faith and being bold in the workplace. We all have in unison this calling to become more like Christ and finding the joy of what that looks like when we commit to it. And so my encouragement to you this week as you step into Switch is figure out what is your own personal thing that you're reaching for, where is God leading you, and are there two students that you can find and intentionally slow down and have a conversation with them about, man, where is God leading them? Because as we steward those moments, I believe that they will foster the right relationships that lead to actual momentum that we see and the actual growth that we anticipate and pray for. So I can't wait to see you this week at Switch. Appreciate you so much. Make sure to look through the Leader app to resource and set you up for success. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.